going on, everyone? My name is Padders, and the final issue of Corocoro before the release of Sun and Moon has leaked. This is the last one we're gonna see, and there is some pretty big stuff in this relating to the Ultra Beasts and all that nonsense, but I'm sure that we're gonna get the one final trailer, or the launch trailer for Sun and Moon soon, 1 week before it officially comes out in North America, Japan, and everywhere that isn't called Europe. So if you're excited for that, be sure to destroy that like button. Or else, I am excited, but let's have a look and see what exactly came out with Corocoro this month. The final one. What big things were revealed in this? So, first things first, it has to do with the Ultra Beasts. So, the first little image we get here is this massive monster. Now, if you've seen the other leaks, I know there's been other leaks. I know all the Pokemon, I know all the Ultra Beasts have been leaked. So I'm not going to pretend like I haven't seen this thing before, but this thing looks absolutely amazing. I'm not going to report on the leaks. I'm not going to report on the like data mine stuff, because I just feel like that's not really me, you know? It's not really something that I should be doing or anything. So mostly because of the spoilers. Like, if you want to report on stats and stuff, that's completely fine, because people want to know that. People want to get into competitive and stuff. If you want to report on things like what the ending of the game is, because the game has been leaked, I feel like that's pretty wrong to do before the game is even released. So I'm not going to be doing any of that. I could have done, competitive videos and stats and stuff, but I feel like that's more of the region of competitive battlers, because I'm not really a hugely competitive battler, so that's why I haven't done that. People like Joey, I know Nexus has. So if you want to see competitive analysis like that, go and check out their channels. They're really great. They're amazing at battling and stuff. And they definitely know more about the actual meta and stuff than I do. But I am here to talk about this monster today that looks really fucking cool. Like, I don't know what Pokemon has done, but they've really gone into the design. They've really dug deep into the designs here, and they've pulled out something pretty amazing. Now, a lot of these Pokemon actually remind me of, like, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because of, like, because I think that Yu-Gi-Oh cards have, like, one of the best designs of, like, any kind of trading card game. Their designs are consistently on point, and whoever does the art for those are fantastic, but this is kind of what they remind me of, and they look amazing. So the first images of Corocoro have leaked and revealed the latest Sun and Moon news. As always, the translations are preliminary, so we can see if it's, anything's updated. I don't think so. Anything has right now. It reveals 2 new Ultra Beasts and 1 mysteriously black Pokemon, which it says is a big mystery, and it asks what it has to do with Solgaleo and Lunalis. So this mysterious black Pokemon, this thing is not an Ultra Beast. So this could be the big kind of third Pokemon, and it could be something like along the lines of Zygarde, something along the lines of, I'm trying to think of the other gens ones, the Rayquaza, something along the lines of the Giratina and thing of this game. And honestly, you have the sun, you have the moon. This looks like what I would call an eclipse Pokemon, because it absorbs the light. You can see the kind of design this thing. It looks like it's kind of absorbing light right there. At least that's what it looks like to me. It's kind of like absorbing light. So it's kind of like an eclipse, right? Because, the eclipse absorbs, well, it doesn't absorb the light, but it blocks out the light of the sun and stuff. So this looks kind of cool. This could possibly be the mascot of a third series game, like a Sun and Moon. The Platinum to Sun and Moon, the Crystal to Sun and Moon, the Emerald to Sun and Moon. This could be the mascot of one of those. Not entirely sure. It's just preliminary speculation. We also do have these guys, these Ultra Beasts, which they look a bit odd. The Ultra Beasts must look a bit odd, but I'm still curious. I'm still because I haven't looked into kind of story leaks. I don't know what these Ultra Beasts are all about. I'm hoping that you guys mostly haven't either. So I'm kind of curious as to what these are all about. And I'm very excited to see what they're all about in the games. So we got these 2 guys. Not entirely sure of the names of these ones. See, the thing is, how do we distinguish what typings these are gonna be? Because, they must have, if you're gonna fight them, they must have typings. How are we gonna distinguish what typings they're gonna be? Because I don't know. I didn't look at, I've seen the designs of the Ultra Beasts, and they look a bit silly. I don't know what typings they are, though. I have no idea. I don't know what stats these guys have, either. Because they have all been released, unfortunately, but, like, look at this. They look silly. They look silly. And does that have a face? I can't tell if the one on the right has a face or not. But the last thing here that we have is the fact that if we can get this up right, we have the starters, obviously, and this little bit of information is that it's officially revealed that there is special, unique Z moves for the starters. So we'll get like a Deciduilium Z, we'll get a Incinerorium Z, and we'll get a Primarinian Z. It'll be, I mean, that sounds cool. Oh, we see a little bit of a glimpse of Decidueye's one right there, actually. And that looks really fucking cool, because that applies to me, because I'm absolutely choosing Rowlet. Oh, wait, do we see, oh, we see Incineroar's one as well. But it looks like we don't see, unless it's like down on the page a bit, it looks like we don't see poor little Primarina. I don't know the pronunciation, I'm sorry. But this is cool. The fact that this isn't an Ultra Beast is, man, I'm excited to play these fucking games. I'm excited to play these fucking games. I really am. Like, honestly, I want to know that it seems like Sun and Moon is gonna have a much more in-depth story than X and Y. Or, I mean, to be fair though, Black and White had a pretty good story. But I'm honestly very excited for the story in this game. But it'll have to remain to be seen what exactly is gonna happen with all these guys. But this is the last Corocoro. I'm assuming we're gonna get at least 1 or 2 more trailers before the game officially drops. It's 1 week until release. The countdown is coming to an end. I hope you guys are excited to play the games. I am. But that's about it for this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.